Alright, here we go, people. We are off. We're going to hit the Hobbs Diversity Multi-Use Trail down to Warhead or something like that. So we want to go down a little cliffy loop and then connect to the other trail. Well, it looks should be pretty nice out today, but look at it rained the last couple of days. So the sun should be somewhat wet. It looks like they're not that wet actually. Really soaked some water up here in Arkansas on these trails. I think they have embedded rock on this trail too. As you can see, this is a little cliffy loop. It's a fun, flowy trail. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Starting out good. No hill. Instead, today, last couple of trails we started on in hills. Today we're starting out on the descent. Makes things a little easier. I got horizontal lock turned on, I think, so let's see if that changes my perspective for you guys. Trying to learn the functions of the camera a little better as we go. Every trail system is a little bit different out in these areas. One thing they do all have, definitely, is lots of routes. Oh, what's this? Proceed travel in this direction. Prohibited travel in this direction. Okay. So we obviously can't go that way. Trailbound down this way. We're warming up a little bit still, so I like we have a downhill to warm up on instead of some climb right into it. See where my battery's at this morning. I double checked it, make sure I had a good charge, but let me see. We're showing 94%. Okay, so oh, look at this. Which way do we go? It says left, but look at that truck. That's cool. Just out here. Is that cool? It's just abandoned out here, huh? That's kind of neat. Trail goes to the left, but I guess this was a picture point. It's pretty cool. Wonder how that got out here. It drove, I guess, huh? Trying to get three for a moment. Alright, let's see. Destin Hollow Loop. Well, I don't know which way it goes because now I got to check. Alright, we're going to go this way. Hopefully we get to where we want to go. Continuous splits on the map. But yet, I don't want to have to keep pulling out my cell forks. I mean, my MTB project every time I get to a split. But I am new to the area, so how's the weather where everybody else is at today? Anybody still got snow on the ground? Still wishing you can ride? You can't break that bike out yet? You're sitting looking at it? Gonna decide to try it out in the snow? Anybody riding in the snow? Let me know how it goes. We tried to ride storms in the snow once. Didn't work out so well. We just started spinning. We got up to Mount Wilson, up by where we're at. didn't really get very far, and it was more miserable trying to go through the heavy snow on a fire road. So I don't prefer the snow. You know, I was an avid snowboarder for a lot of years, but after my shoulder separation, I lost interest in the cold weather element. Whew. This is a fast track. Very mellow compared to what we've been riding, but we wanted to check it off. We kind of figured this area would be as radical. Okay, so it's not wet either. And we were right, this area is more flowy. So we're going to try to see, let's see where our battery's at. Just now we went down to 90%, so we're going to kick it back down to 2. Seems to burn a lot of battery. We are flowing downhill, so we don't need it on power level 3 to burn up the battery. Shorten our ride too much. If we're here long enough, we do have an inverter here today. It could charge up a little bit. Last time it took us about 2.5 to 3 hours to charge from 50 to 100. So we might charge up for an hour just to get some more riding in if we find another trail. There's a tree down right there. A lot of trees go down here in Arkansas in this weather we noticed. But this is I hope I'm on the right loop. Don't want to get down to that War Eagle. Looks like a lot better trail. We'll find out. A little bit grown over on this trail. Okay. What the hell was that sign then? Is there another trailhead I missed? I don't know if that was a split. Did you guys see a split? Dutton Hollow, Blackburn Creek, North Branch. Okay. They just thought they'd put a sign up, I guess. Interesting. Yeah, I guess just a flowy ride today, nothing too technical. At least, maybe when we get down to War Eagle, we'll find out. Guess what? Oh, my gear locked up for a second. There's a little creek. My gear's locked up for a second. Couldn't pedal. Not that I'm pedaling, I'm moving my pedals around a lot in the corners. Just natural habit of if you're a mountain biker, you're used to that. If you're a moto guy, maybe not. But I come from both worlds. I grew up on obviously BMX a little bit when I was a kid. Went to riding dirt bikes, 2 strokes, and then from there we got mountain biking, pretty heavy. We always did the fire roads for the descent, but we rode the old 26-inchers, which did not handle very well. They would be fine on this stuff. Actually, you could take a 26-incher and go all right on this. When you have your gears, do your climbing. Anyways, after that, then I got into the e-motors and they came out. Obviously the Sur-Run, first on the block, I think. Well, one of the early adopters. Probably not that early, they came out in like 2018, I believe. I got mine right in 2020, so But it was the first Segway. Mine was a Segway X260, so I got the first one. You know, they thought they came out with some neat features like the Bluetooth, and it was all a bunch of hoopla. Wasn't nothing special. It's better having the Bluetooth app on this. In fact, I set my settings in the app, and I don't even pull out the phone. I just ride by the bike settings. It's nice to have the settings on the fly and not have to worry about it. But the Segway had a little bit of gimmicky stuff. All in the end, once you modded it, you got rid of all that stuff anyways. So we don't want to kill our battery, so we're going to pedal a little bit. Pedal some. Alright. I think this is getting us down to where we want to, so that'll be good. Put our feet up a little bit. Just to give us a nice flowy ride. Where we can pedal on the hills. See, you can save your battery. You do some climbing. And it's capable. Alright. Break up the throttle. So yeah, when this Bonnell came out, you guys came from mountain biking and dirt bike, and you know, this is the perfect happy medium. I got trails that I ride on my dirt bike, they're almost undoable. But this is the perfect weapon to have in your arsenal. I think you should have an analog downhill bike for those sections that you might get slack. I don't know. I'm testing the waters, and so far haven't had any issue with any of these bike park trails. You know, you ride with, you know, being courteous to other people on the trail, and you know, don't be a dick blasting by people when you're in parks. Pedal when you're around, you know, the green trails, because there's a lot of novice riders, and you can really piss them off there, and then I think you'll be all right. Woo! Feet down a little again. I think your limit could do a lot of these trails. This is very mellow. Very, very mellow. Whoa! Almost had a tree clip. Not even that dense, but got a lot of switchbacks in between the trees. Alright, back to the kind of downhill descent. Still in power mode 2, people. I remember what time we started, about 1:40, I think. Whoa! About 2 o'clock. We had a couple things we had to do. I don't know if we're going up and down, so very confusing. grab on the bike. Bike picked up a stick. Was trying to hitchhike. As you can see, all these branches down are from yesterday's thunderstorm. Today's nice though. It's not hot at all. I mean, it's not cold. It's not cold or hot. It's just right temperature out. Yeah, all these trail systems, you get a different environment. This is kind of a, like I said, multi-use trail, so they want it to be a nice flow through the woods, I guess. But I'm trying to show you guys all the diverse trail systems up here. I don't think this is my favorite. I like more of the technical woods. But we didn't want to venture too far today, plus we've covered all the other, we haven't covered all of Arkansas. But this is what we had on our list. We wanted to get this one checked off the list. So that's what we did. Maybe we'll pedal some. Kick off for a little bit until we get some more technical. If we missed a turn, I didn't see anything if you guys did, but it took us back to the same intersection. So I'm going to see that's a complete loop. See what we did wrong. That was very mellow. I was hoping for something a little more exciting. Alright everybody, I took a nice long break, charged the battery back up, but it looks like we're pretty much done. I adjusted the chain, and we're subjected to the infamous gear breakage, the 11-tooth sprocket. So unfortunately it's slipping. I don't want to go down to the bottom and get stuck, so we have to cut it right short today, and I guess we'll get sprocket ordered. Since we're on the road, it's a little tricky. Guess I'm gonna have it sent back to California, so we're I don't know, because I wanted to stop in Sedona, Arizona. A lot of mountain bike trails down there to show you guys. Not sure if we're going to be able to ride there. We do have the EUC, but of course the Bonnell is the latest and greatest thing that's exciting, so we'll see what we can come up with. And if not, that's it for today, and we hope you guys enjoyed the little segment, and like and subscribe. Peace.